Hello everyone, welcome. I will maybe have a short stream today. Mostly I will do those 2 hours, maybe a bit less, because I don't have a lot of things. I was planning to do a lot of new things. So the thing that I'm doing is continuing with this stuff that we are working on the Manor area. So for new people here, I'm creating a new area in the game. And here on this area I want to put all the buildings for the manor, so manor house, the stables, and also granary and farms and the small chapel, and everything will be closed with this fence, maybe door here. So for that I'm starting doing this first building. So I was doing the last 2 or 3 days, I was creating all the model and then textures and also the decals and everything. So you can see that even being inside, it's already everything is done. And I was just finishing yesterday the decals, but this one is still not working well, so I need to work more on it. And then of course put there all the patches that I have for the thatched roofs. And one thing that I want to do is my mouse is not working for some reason. Okay. And I want to replace the doors with more complex blueprints door that I'm using. This is door base, and I want to replace with one that I have already more complex. But the thing is, I don't have any parameter at the moment to change the models of the mesh that I'm using as a door. So if I'm using the more complex blueprint, I have like a default door, but I would like to use this one. So in that case, we need to add an option to create a new blueprint, or just having the option to change the mesh that you are using for that. So what I'm doing is, probably this is the first thing that I'm doing today, it's modifying this door that I have, because this door BP that I have here, the one that you see is like a base door that have a lot of options, like choosing which direction to rotate, for example, and things like having a key, and also having, let me show you, a few boxes, so box collision that you can just manage and things are happening. You have information, but the thing is, I have more complex door for not only for, maybe it can be even in the forest or things like that, but having in buildings where it's just giving information to the building, in fact, that control when you are opening or closing. And also you have, for example, like a lighting here, so in case that you are opening, it's just lighting this one to be more realistic lighting. At the moment I don't have this because it's just base door, but I have already in any other building. So you see here, this is the door that I'm using with a few more things, like for example another box collision controlling when the NPC is just crossing, and then avoiding that just play just crossing the door when it's being locked, for example, but not locking for the NPC. And also I have a light here that you can see lighting on the interior when you are opening, just to have better lighting, simulating the right light here. So this is the one that I want to use, but at the moment, as it is using this base door here, the only one that I can do is just changing in this child actor the door, and that's working. But if I want to have another one, I could just extend this one and then modify, or should be maybe easier adding here a new parameter. So here, so let's say this is the mesh, and this is parameter I would like to control in any children class. This one need to be a static mesh. Static mesh. Static mesh and just reference. Okay. What we need to do is maybe doing construction script. Exactly. Yeah, perfect. Because I have this reconfigure for the door. So what I need to do is just changing this one as this is door base. I could even change here the mesh. I'm not sure. Let me see this base class. Where do I have this? Interactive door base here, and probably I have already this mesh as parameter, so it's really easy just setting this set mesh as the new one that I'm creating. So this is the mesh. What we need to have is also by default a value. I need to compile. Okay, let's move with this, and after this we are just changing this configuration for all the parameters that I need. After that, what I'm doing is just reconfigure the base class, so it will be really easy to manage this. So okay, I want to have here another reroute node. Okay, and this coming here. Move. Hello, привет. Добро пожаловать. Доброе утро. Сейчас еще делаю здесь дверь и так далее, что надо. Больше код. So on this way we can just already compile this one. Is modifying the door base and everything should be working. The only thing is we need to create this one as default value, so I'm not just breaking everything that I have in my map already. This is taking long to compile because it's a big one, and also having this one under that is also big, and I have a lot of instances already in the map, so that's why it's taking a bit of time. So this is the door. Yes, this is the door. By default should be working, and after that what I'm doing is replacing this one with so I need to open this blueprint and replace the instance that I have here like a base door with this more complex door. So this is just coming here. Let me remind this. Okay, and then door BP, and this is at 90, and as you can see I can just change this one as mesh probably, or I did already. Let me see. Okay, so this one is already the more complex door, and you have this lining already. This is the old one. Well, I need to change this. It's inverted here. Okay. So what I'm doing is just replacing with this new one, and should be working exactly the same because the base class is coming from the same, but I have a few more things like, for example, sounds and things like that. So let's try to check both of them, both doors, and see what's happening. Okay. So this one is the old one, which is for some reason broken. Okay, and what about this? Why do I have any Apple lock? Nothing. Let me see. What is this saying? None trying to raise static mesh. Interactive actor. No. This is my default. Door base. Nothing. And this is the mesh. Because it's saying here like yeah, you see here like I don't have any mesh. Door base PP reconfigure. This is by default should be this one. This is the value that I have by default. So why is just finding or not finding this one? New door. What is this? So since there is some problem with the messes or things like that, but this is working here, but it's not working as interactive. Probably just messing the proxy or things like that. I don't know. I will just try another door from another building because all of them are coming from the same blueprint, so it should be working. If not, everything is broken. Okay, so yeah, so as you see here, it's working as expected, so everything is working fine. But not for that. So for some reason here, this way is not working, but this is another one. I didn't change this, so it should be working. This is door base here, and let's refresh all nodes just in case. Clear log, play. And again, this is not working at all, so it means something's broken here. But there is no warning at all here, so That's strange. Oh, thank you for the hosting. Yeah, you are not online today. Yeah, that's not working. I'm not sure. Maybe I will just need to refresh all node. I just to restart the editor. Maybe sometimes it happens something strange. And just restart and everything is just working. I don't know what's the reason. I will just change also this one to door BP. And as you see, I have already this mess. Maybe the problem is I know what the problem is. Okay, this is overriding maybe the another one. So this is the mess door. And this is the one I need to be compiling. Oops. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was just suspecting that something strange is happening, not working. As you see now, really didn't crash. Okay, so start. For some reason, there was a strain that is not working, so that's why I don't know. We have lost this. In the meantime, you can see video. Yeah, that's strange when it's not working with the blueprint. Something really easy and simple. For some reason, it's not working and not any message or anything like that. Just restarting the editor is just fixing this supposed to be problem, but I didn't do that. It's just crashing. So now we need to wait a bit until the editor is loading again. I know it takes long. I'm never doing during the time of streaming because it takes really a lot of time. But yeah, if it's crashing, there is nothing that I can do. So that's we have here the activity of the hard drive. Sorry for that. And more or less the building is already done. I mean, if the doors are working, I will have everything working like rooms and lighting, sounds and everything because it's just coming from any building. And what I need to do is the same that you see here, a few planes here to do this kind of touched roof, which is really tedious and I do out of the camera because it's just putting planes. I did already maybe in some video, so you can see at least how it's working, or if you have any questions just let me know. That's just putting a few planes that are already translucent or masked, and then you have this kind of effect for the actual roof, but the rest is already done. Maybe I could create something. Yeah, we can create something inside of the building, partitioning the space. Yeah, we can create kind of fences inside. I'm trying to open Blender, but as you see, the computer is not enough for all of them at the same time. So we can create like a few fences or just dividers inside of the building, because in the end we need to have this. So in the time that the editor is just opening again, we can just do that. The video that you see is small one on the left corner. You can see on full HD or 4K, even 60 frames per second if you want on YouTube. Just check YouTube and you can find it. Start display. Let's remove the roof and even this and walls. Well, not much. Okay, so we just think is dividers here. I don't know how big. Think it's about, for example, horse or cows. We should have maybe, I don't know, like 1 meter. This is at the moment it is, let me see, 1 2 3 4 5, so 10 meters. We could create something like 2 of them, 2 meters for them. Yeah, could be fine, 2 meters. So let's just add a few sticks and not exactly know how to do that. Let's add cube and delete which face we could delete. None of them. What I want to do is also let's create a new one, because I can use here the mirror modifier or just the array, so it will be easier. Just oops, the computer is trying to start the editor, is still very laggy, so even for me the mouse is not working well. So we can take on E, that's 2 meters or -2 in case that we are using this part outside. Okay, and we will create 4 of them. So we are having something like that. If we have this is 1 meter and this is another meter, we need to have something like here. And I just think about create like a small fence. So this is the middle of the building. Yeah, something like that. Scale E, reduce bit. Of course, just need to be down, maybe like 1 meter here, and also scale on theta. Reduce this one like a small stick, and I will create like a few sticks here, crossing things like that. So we will have already like a small fence inside, and I will add a few cuts to do some variations. So let me see if this one has been already restored. We need to go to this area again. Okay, and I want to change this door BP. If we have everything, I think we have already everything, because I was just saving. Yeah, so the thing is mesh door, which is just going to the mesh. I think the problem was that this is just being overriding this variable, and you have 2 of them, and it's just completely lost. Let me see what's happening now, and what we need to do is also this one, editing here. And this is not the mesh door that we need. What we need to do is the... Yeah, this is mesh door. Exactly, this is the one that we need to be sure that we are not overriding Manor. No, stables. Manor. Okay. Yeah, the mouse is not working well. And is it working well? Okay, it's here. I didn't set this one. It's just going on this direction. So supposed to be. I have modified one. Let's see what is happening now. Of course, I will save everything. Afraid that it's just breaking and crashing again. I will save this one also, just in case. Hello? Give me my computer. Oh, finally. So let's see now what is happening. Still not interaction with this. This one for some reason has been replaced by this. Maybe I did already. Yeah, I was just saving this one. What I need to do is just change this one to door stables manor, and should be working. But that's strange, still not working, and I don't have any output log. What's happening here? Slide editor false, crashing, clear log, and try again. But it's strange that I don't have this interaction with this door. I really don't know why. Maybe by default. I'm not sure about this. What I'm doing is just creating here one single door VP, and what I'm doing is just changing this mesh door to door stables manor, and should be working. Should be. But just testing for some reason. Yeah, even the rotation is not a proper one, doesn't matter. But I mean, the blueprint is working. So the strange thing is when you are just adding to this building, it's not working. So that's strange. That's strange. I will just check any other buildings. For example, this one, which is small. Assigning doors and windows and everything like that to the building, because maybe I'm missing this. So for lights here I need to add the doors, so I will create both of them, and this is one and this is another one. It's just that I need to pass all the information for the building so it can already manage everything here. And the windows that I need to have is this, not just empty. So the building, in fact, it can manage everything that I have with doors, windows, lighting, and everything. So I need to pass this information, all this, and then, for example, here, just setting the rooms that I have, and so set room is it's red done, and what we need to do is just the add door. So I'm adding the doors that are being connected to the same room, so it can detect when switching on and off even any other door or window in the same room at the same time. So like adding door to this room and adding another door. This is also here. Oh, I think I have add doors and array doors. No. Okay, then I will do 2 times this room and the second one here. Maybe this one is solving the problem, I really don't know. Because I don't have any warning, anything, just the only thing is not working. And I don't know, by default it's closed or I don't know. So let's try again. It says here door, no, this is the one that I was just copy paste. Clear log just in case, but that's strange. I don't have any, any warning about this. Or maybe is it about? Okay, I think I know what the problem is. I think I know what the problem is. Should be this object is not kind of interactive, so the right cast that is trying to find this one is not finding. But anyway, setting this one here should be going to the static mesh that is already defined, and the stream that was working when I was doing the base door, it's working. If I try here, this door VP is also working. So it's really stupid that it's not working for some reason here. I don't know what's the reason. I will do something bit stupid. So child actor, adding a new one. And this one is door VP. And that's here. Static. And it will be as it is. So just try to be working the door in case that this is something broken. I will just replace them. What is this? I would like to know. Yeah, static. Yeah, it happens also sometimes that things like that are being broken. For some reason, just creating a new class is breaking the last one that I was just creating, and then that's strange. Okay, let's try. Because I didn't change the parent class, but it's just breaking the parent class also. So this one is not being kind of interactive. Seems to me that this is not. But that's really strange. What is exactly happening with this door, which is working not being here, and this is working in any other building but not in this building. As you can see, the code is this, I mean nothing, and this is just defining which one, and that's all. So there's not even any code for this one because all the code is being on the base class, on the building VP class. So really nothing, and that's exactly the same here. So if for example I'm just adding this one, it's having more or less the same code. The door should be working, and I'm expecting to be working. So slow. So you see, it's just working exactly the same door, exactly the same one. If I'm maybe if I'm just changing this one with a different model, but this is the same model, so it's nothing about the mess, really nothing about the mess. And this one was just leaving by default. So there's something strange on this blueprint that is not working. I don't really know which one. Let me check again, maybe I'm missing something, but I don't think so. So this is right. Lightning box. A door is a room. No, nothing. Exactly the same here. In fact, I don't have any warning, anything like that. Let's try again. If it's not working this time, I will leave, because sometimes for some reason some parts are not working and then just starting is working, and I don't want to spend a lot of time on the streaming doing something that for some reason is just bug about the editor. So, well, just in case, I will just restart. Ready? So, refresh all nodes. Really don't know. And in the meantime that this one is just restarting, I will just continue with Blueprint, with Blender. If it's giving me the option to restart. Okay. So close here, and I will continue with this area, with the building here. The next thing that I need to do is maybe there seems to be to have as soon as possible this UV. Obviously. Control D. I'm not sure which one I'm doing. Maybe just crossing, or one here in the middle and crossing both of them. So in that case, I will do something in the button. But I can remove this face. So unlucky that I need to take this going this way. So remove this and add this. Wrapping. No. So what is the hole for that? Yeah, exactly. Sorry. Closing, unwrapping, and now should be fine. Good morning. Buenos días. Oops. Full screen. Todavía trabajando en el establo. Estoy creando unas vallas interiores. Duplicate 90, scale setup. I will add a few cuts later to just to have not something completely straight. So I was thinking like that. There's something in the middle, and then a few of them just crossing them. Muy bien, perfecto. Sin ningún problema. Si de vez en cuando vienes y te perdiste alguna cosa, preguntas y te hago un pequeño resumen. Here, scale not setup. With smaller as usual, just to avoid this setup fighting. To be sure that we are going well. That's okay. Duplicate, and then I will rotate on E 90 degrees, or even more. Yeah, rotate E a bit more. And we need to also duplicate this. Rotate it 90, but also need to be a bit smaller. To avoid also here in the middle, just matching. Seems to me to be short, so for that what I will do is, as usual, take this one, create a face, and then using the normal to move this one and then remove the face, and doing the same here. So create a face, so the normal is going properly, and then delete the face, and should have this. Seems to me that this is still almost the same. It will be smaller. So I will. That's the problem that you see here. This just scale E. Something like that. And now we can just duplicate this. We'll come back to theta, which is easier to see. And this is global. Okay. Sí, yo también lo hago, Yo tengo siempre puesto algún streaming y estoy viendo gente. Normalmente a lo mejor con sonido y hay veces que lo tengo que sea en mute, pero sí es verdad que si veo a otros estar haciendo, por ejemplo, streaming de vez en cuando, veo si tienen alguna, no sé, alguna cosa interesante que hayan hecho pues lo sigo un poco más. Si no, pues a lo mejor sigo trabajando en lo que estoy haciendo. Pero sí, viene bien tener así otros. Parece que no estás trabajando tan solo, ¿no? So this is already open. G. Exit. And this is coming back to the default mess, as you see. So there is something not working well because I was already changing this this mess, but since lot. So it's lost. Well, now it's everything is working, as you see. The only thing is just the mess is not working. The only thing that I was doing is just reopening the editor. As you see, it's not a problem of the blueprint or code, it's just something with the editor. I don't know, maybe when you are reparenting the classes, it's something not working. I don't know. So the first thing that I'm doing is just replacing this for testing that I have, and see if this one is working. It's the only one that I was just changing. The rest works also. This mess door. Is it working? Okay. This is not working at all. So there is something that is not going well using this parameter, because this one is maybe going to the construction script, but should works. I don't know what's the problem exactly. So if I'm changing this one, since something is broken, if I use the default, should be working, or everything is already broken. Yeah, this is already broken, so there is nothing working, and it was working but not anymore. So yeah, there's something not going well with this parameter, having also a parent and being in the construction script. So yeah, this is something strange. Something is not going well with this structure that I'm trying to do. If I'm using this one here, save, this is not working at all already. So say all and then restart the editor, and this one is being lost again. So in case that's happening again, I'm not spending more time. I will just check where the problem is with the blueprint, trying to find where the problem is, and then we'll continue with a few more things, not to stop there. So let's exit here, and this one. So if we see now, we will have things like that, a few of them, but maybe we need to have also doors. I mean, small doors here to close for every single, or at least place here for maybe food for them. Yeah, this is definitely something that I would like to have. I could create small ones for each one. Yeah, could be creating something small, and also duplicate for all of them. So we can just hide this, and we can add a few let's check for the UV in case there is something wrong. This is the right time, so since everything is working as expected. Okay, so I will give me a bit more space. I will create a few cuts, maybe 3 of them, or maybe it's too much. Yeah, I can create later the lots for that, so there's not a big problem. And it will be the first thing that I'm just moving from lots. Really easy to remove. And I will apply this array, and then I will modify again not to have exactly all of them the same. My mouse is not working, sorry. No, it's not working. I have some problems with the mouse. Let me just try to unplug again to see. I was just also replacing the batteries for that. I don't know. Let's see. And for that, maybe 2 of them will be enough. And this is one enough. This is also one enough. The mouse is not working well, sorry. We have problems today. Just a few cuts. And the UV should be working. UV. Yeah, all of them are working fine. We should rotate them just for testing. What we need to do also is just applying this array already. Yeah, I can apply here. Okay, fine. What I want to do now is just modify them to not be all of them exactly the same. So I can just try, oops, no, the opposite one. Just to modify a bit from all of them. Here. Okay, in that case I will just do a bit bigger, just to cover it. So we can have a few variations per instance here, not to be aligning exactly the same for all of them. And even this face, which is here, we can just modify a bit, take something. Could be nice. So just a few random displacement of that. Also here, this one's coming bigger. Not only this. Oops. Yeah, exactly. Then the opposite one here. Okay. And the wood being small or just matching, I will just do that. I think it's enough. Or I will just continue later. It's exactly the same time. So unwrapping and rotate 90. I really like this, that you are selecting a few island on the UV, but you are just redoing again, keep this selection. So in case that you were, for example, selecting a few of them that you need to rotate, you are doing unwrapping again, you have exactly the same selected, so just rotate again, and you don't need to select any of them again. This is just, I find it's really convenient. Okay, so I will going to just export this one selection. Well, this time this is not being replaced, so we'll see. I don't know if that one is working. We'll see. This G. Well, in that case, just changing this one and restarting is working. Okay, yeah, that's stupid. But yeah, that's the problem that I'm having. It's just restarting the editor since working. Really stupid. For some reason, it's not managing well, I think, all the structure for parenting. I had the problem also with this character base, and I was using for extending the class and doing a few things for NPCs, and I have really a lot of problems, was crashing, and I have problem with the RAM. So in the end I need to refactor completely this class that was coming from C++ to completely different structure, even having two different structure, and then it's working fine. So for some reason with this parenting about blueprints and C++ and so on, it's not working very well, and I have found a lot of problems with them, problems with RAM crashing and things like that. For example, trying to nativize this blueprints also crashing or not working properly. So yeah, I was just redoing a lot of things, and for example in that case, as you see, just trying to do a few things like changing parameters, reparenting or things like that is just completely broken. So yeah, it's a pity because it's easier, much useful having all those parenting, and then you need to duplicate things or just create a few different things, not really reparenting for, I don't know, some reason. A bit tedious. And importing this house takes like 20-30 seconds, even when I was exporting only the cube to see the size. Really taking long. I don't know, maybe the problem is my computer. I really don't know. Okay, what is inside? So we have inside this kind of thing. I forgot about the proxies for that. We need to create also the proxies for this small thing. And I would like to create like a small place here where the food for the horse or cows will be, which is kind of really simple to do, just a box with 4 sides, and that's all. Will be something like that, really easy. Yeah, and later we can put a few props here, but it's something not from the model. The only thing that I want to do from the model is that. Okay. So what if now I'm just changing the models here also and trying to configure one of them. So let's say I want to configure this door, and I will use this doors tables, Manor, save, compile, and probably everything is broken. I need to restart the editor just to have this change. Yeah, exactly. Now it's again broken, so I need to restart the editor to this change pane, enable working. So continue in the meantime in this area. What we need to do is adding proxies for that. So we'll create, for example, one of them that I have ready. This one. I will just duplicate. Hola. Hello. It's really late for you. What are you doing? Just sending cover letters again? How's it going? Any news about your latest interview? Did you maybe take another one? Waiting for some news, expecting to be called? Or maybe they called already? Ah, you are playing a game. Nice. Well, as you say, you have been doing already. Yeah, exactly. It's time for waiting a bit because it's been, I don't know, studying or things like that. It's almost impossible. I mean, if you didn't do for, I don't know, 20 years, just taking for a week, it's not being a big difference. So yeah, but yeah, exactly. Relax, take your time, wait for them to call to check your interview or your skills, things like that. Yeah, take your time because it's looking for a job is a long run, so it will take time. You need to keep motivated all the time. Yeah, better being rested, motivated, and things like that. Okay, bum proxy. Continue working with the building here. I have problems with the blueprints. I don't know, not working well with all those reparenting that I have, changing parameters from the parent. It's not working well, so I need to, I don't know, change something, restart the editor since working, change again, it's broken. I don't know, I don't have any bug or any nothing warning, nothing, just it's not working. Really stupid. So moving here, team. It's also quiet during weekends. I'm doing every day because I want to, I don't know, share everything that I'm doing and not just planning not to do during weekends. But yeah, during weekends almost nobody here. Some people is coming from time to time, but yeah, that's fine. I don't know. Even okay, fine. Sunday morning is even worse. Nobody here. In the afternoon, evening is fine. I think people is just coming from the weekend. Okay, proxy is already done for that. Exactly. So we can already import. Frozen computer. Okay, finally. Thank you so much. Let's play inside. Exactly. Just take with patience, but not too much, or you are just oops. Forgot about something happening here. Forgot about the proxies I was doing. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, yeah, sorry. So we just export here and this table, and again taking this. Uh, just to check. Are you keeping your videos? I don't think so. I mean, this is just deleting them after a few times. I'm not sure if you are putting them on YouTube, but I was just being in the streaming of singing there for many times. I was just learning a lot of few cool things, really cool things for that you can just apply in your game. But I'm not sure if it's keeping the videos on YouTube or something like that. Maybe not. But yeah, you can just subscribe as follower, and you will have a notification when he's starting streaming. Usually he's doing from, I mean, from state, but it's during night, so it will be convenient for Spanish people as you are. I think you are Spanish, or at least speaking Spanish. If you are from Spain, the schedule that he is doing is fine. So during the day or even I don't know mornings. Mm, mm. Well, it's not a 3D comic, but this is one of the things I was doing one day. But another day he was doing a map with a mini map, and you can jump between the mini map. You can just open this one, rotate everything. So it's like a few different things from different days. He was also working on the latest game jam. Yeah, exactly. This is something different. He was working on the game jam. He was creating a game with lights. I mean, with particles and things like that. So this is like every single streaming is something different. But yeah, the main game is this one. So most of the streaming were about this, but I don't know if for commission or just for have fun you were creating a few other things. There were really a lot of people there. I was just checking this video, and they gave like a few seconds per game because I have like I don't know 200, 300 things like that. I don't remember, but was really a lot of people there. Well, almost impossible to be notified. And Alan was creating a few videos playing a few of the games and has like I don't know 7 hours on YouTube with games for a few seconds every game. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, you can put links there, no problem at all. That's not the same like people just coming here and spawning, or for example, this casino games and like that. But yeah, feel free to put you know if you have portfolio or any other thing, that's fine. So that's working. So now this door is working just because I have changed it and then restart the data. That's really stupid. Really stupid. Yeah, it's cool. And using this stem renderer, you can create a lot of things really interesting. I was using for the texture here running, for example, here. This one is coming from the one that you see in the button. It's really a shader that you can use it for the widget, but it's not exactly the same as for doing that. No, I say that that's fine. You have this. You need to accept the rules for the streaming. Say not auto promotion, links, spamming, and things like that. That's something different. You are just sharing your job. It's fine. No. But I was just removing for some time because some people just coming here with these casino guys and then spamming a lot of links and stupid thing, or people just coming not saying even hello and just spawning a few alt station links and things like that. Which is really disturbing. Such people never say even hello. But for people being here, it's perfectly fine. Or put your your Twitch, you are doing streamings, I don't know, your schedule, everything like that. We are here, all of us sharing, you know. I'm not coming here for put just advertisement, or you don't have any, I don't know, adverts on the screen as you see. I'm not, you know, spamming a few links for things that you need to pay anything. Just my web, which is for free, or the YouTube channel, which is for free also. So if I'm not spawning people, I'm not expecting that others are spawning me, but I'm just sharing what I'm doing, you know. So you feel free to share everything that you are doing. That's fine. Even, I don't know, people just doing music or having a YouTube video, that's fine. But not really, yeah, spawning with stupid thing or stupid links that nobody is interested in. Then come here, put this ArtStation link that you have, because you have done a few models from a tutorial, and I see that you have 2 followers on ArtStation. So yeah, really, if you think that that's the way to promote your job, you know. Okay, what's the next thing that I'm planning to do? Yeah, I know, creating like a place for the food of them, but maybe I could create not sure, not sure about this. Can create something, so let's add again this stupid blueprint for some reason. So this one's working now, this one doors double. So if I change this just like that, everything is broken, just like that, everything is broken, and this is not working until I reset the editor. So just for testing, exactly, not working. If I here reset the editor, everything will be working. Really don't know why. Okay. We'll see maybe when I'm trying to do nightly build with the shipping package, I can have any, I don't know, warning or any other thing like that. At the moment I don't have anything. So shift A and then Q, and then the group that I'm using is export, and then the material that I'm using is wood, and something in center. This one needs to be around maybe 50 centimeters, I think. Oops. And I think I need to apply rotation, location, scale. Exactly 0.5. And this one need to be, if we have 2 meters, which is already 2 meters, we can just reduce a bit this, and yeah, reduce this, something like that. I don't know. And then create like the hole here, which is just maybe I was thinking create only one, so using this inset faces I could just create something, but maybe it's easier just to create 2 sides and then another one here. This is easy to unwrap, and also use less triangles. So let's move this one to 0, and this one will be this -1, -0.1. I realize that's too big. Yes. Just want to create like a box or something like that, and something like that should be easy. Just create another 2 boxes, and that's all. First thing that I'm doing is just creating this unwrapping, otherwise just duplicating all of them. I will end with redoing everything every time. So here, mark sim, unwrapping, perfect. I will add a few cuts, maybe one. I think it's enough. So duplicate this, create something like that. Needs to be thinking about E, maybe like 1 meter, 50 centimeters for that. Or is it something small? Yeah, we'll try to do something bigger. Oops. And then I think that we need to do is just create here. I will add another cube on, well, playing, and then duplicate. Let's move here. So this one is 0.05, and this is 0. Oops, line 0. Here, take both, scale, rotate, and things like that. Oh, I forgot that I need to have the face also at the bottom or on the top. But something like that is easier to unwrapping than just really creating with these unset faces, inset faces and things like that. I think that's faster. Something like that. I was thinking that, yeah, maybe I need a cube and then just remove both sides. Take this, scale E. And we can just delete a few faces that we are not needed. Oops, I don't know. Face, recalculate, okay, and just duplicate this one. So take this, duplicate. And this is much smaller, I see. So we'll just do X scale 2 times more, scale X 2 times more, and I will just of course modify a bit with the orientation for that. But this is the main idea, having a box here, and I will also delete those faces. You cannot see that. Faces here, and I need to add a plane. So a plane here. Zero. So I have this, okay. And then scale E to match with this one, and scale X also matching. Probably I need to have something smaller if I'm planning to do not something square, but this one for example is, I will show you right now what is the idea. So take this one, and then doing on scale X to have something like that. I will take also both sides, and I will do the same. So scale X should be just reducing to have this, and we need to change also the size of the plane. Just reduce a bit. Let me see from the top. How is this going? Okay, matching. So that's what I'm planning to do. Even having a few maybe cuts to have a few variations like this. For example, In that case we can just merge a few vertices to avoid more triangles that are not really needed. So this one going here, this one is going here if I can. Yes, I have a few dots here, I don't know why. Where are they coming? I'll delete them. Strange. Yeah, a lot of them. Why? No idea. Where are they coming from? Like this. Do I have more? No. I'll do the same with this, so I'm just trying to merge here. And this one, what's this? Yes. This one will be merging here. Replace duplicate just in case. More doubles. So this is kind of the structure I want to use for all of them, and then duplicate a few of them. So I can just create a few variations. I don't know why I have a lot of duplicate vertices. Okay, let's say this is one of them. I will align to them. This is dividers. So I will just, oh no, this one. Let's say like that. I need to have 5 of them. This is where we should be maybe creating them. There's the floor. Oh, okay. I'm doing. Remove this. And we need to check also as the walls. That's fine. I will add also a modifier right that I need to have every 2 meters here, and I need to have 5 of them. Just moving to be here, and after applying and just adding all the variations that I have. Well, but we need to check also about the UV, because maybe something's broken. So I'm grabbing. No, that's fine. That's fine. So applying this and then modifying also the vertices. Okay, apply here. This is a place for food. And now we can already hide everything. Also the dividers. And after that we have a lot of copies, so we can already modify them. And we can also modify this, for example, in another way. I don't know, just maybe like that. Oops, I don't know. This is the button. This. We could try to change something. I don't know. This and this. They're just really small variations, but when you have the models all together, being kind of aligning, to see that they are a bit different, really. So that's why. Oops, this one. Seems to be stupid doing all of them, all the variations, but just you see that this is going a bit better. Or is that too much? Well, you're never checking from the top, but I think that's too much maybe. And what we need to do also is just create properly. I don't remember which one should be. So I think that I will just export. Otherwise, I'm just selecting which one. I don't really need to select all of them again. If it's this direction, this is going well. Oops, yeah. And this is going well. Also, this is going well. I think both those are not going well. So, okay, unwrapping, and those no, not this. Those need to be rotated. Doesn't matter. This is going well. Okay, let's try to export again. Selected these doubles and try import here. And the blueprint should be working. Just restarting should be working all the doors that we have, and we didn't change any code. It's just restarting. Frozen again. Okay, finally. Let's see. Oh, we need to adjust a bit maybe, but that's good that we have already a few copies, so this is just we can adjust manually any of them. So I guess that this is working as expected. Oops, the proxy is here. Yeah, sorry. I will just increase maybe the proxy of the wall, and that's all. I don't need to create a few proxies or things like that. But that's even fine. Even moving a bit, not matching with the wall so close, but anyway, it's just fine. That's fine. Cool. And I don't think I will create any other thing here inside. I mean, in the model of the building. This one needs to be in the opposite way. Okay. And the rest of the thing that I'm adding will be only props here. For some reason, I want to put a few props, maybe on the walls, things like that. So, as a model, I think this inside I'm not creating anything. I need to finish also the roof. That's fine. And I would like to change also this blueprint, the door again. So this door 2, yes, and this is open. It's open. This is working already. Yeah, so this 90 degrees. Yes, that's how it should be working. Cool. So let's see the wall again. Here the wall, and I will change this one. So B, moving a bit. See the dividers again. That's fine. Oops. And this is the only one that I will need to modify a bit. And the next thing that I need to do is about the proxy. So let me see where the proxy is. Not this one. So this is the one that I'm planning to increase. So take the face and do something like that, and that's all. I don't really need to create single proxies for that. So the wall, let's say, starting here. What I would like to do is just all of them that I have for this one. The dividers. Yeah. So the dividers I have here is no walls, no foot. I would like that they are not matching with this. So I'm not sure about the size of X. So be just reducing. Because it's good not having all the proxies matching between them to avoid collision between them. Rotation scale. And that's all. The proxy that we have, let's see. And now the building. Export and import again. More or less we are progressing and the building is almost done. Should be. It's just frozen computer, finally. So I think I had changed the door and it's not working. Yeah, not working because I have just changed this. So we'll play inside. And now the proxy is just not giving me the option to walk more. And I have all the proxies working. And of course there is no hole here enough for the caption. It's just small. So all the proxies seems working. Also they are not so close to the wall. All the textures looks fine. Yeah, probably I should just merge all of them also in Blender. It's just being merged on Unreal Engine, but I mean also merging in Blender, so the texture, the size of the texture is the same with this wood, the same for all the building. This is good, it should be. But this is something that I do later, and also need to readjust all the UV, things like that. It's a bit boring. What I wanted to do is what I was thinking to do now. Forgot about this. Wanted to do something on Blender, I forgot about what. Cool. Yeah, maybe dividers and this for food, I could just merge all of them. That's fine, that's fine. I think that's all that we need for that. I can just align later to the place that needs to be. I don't know. I wanted to do, yeah, I know what I want to do, because this the options, for example, for merging, I'm using all of them. Yes. For example, here when you are doing this re-import, sometimes these combined meshes are just being lost, or for example the mesh loss are being lost for some reason all the time. 64 is not enough for this kind of building. A bit bigger, and the rest is just fine. The loss of the buildings I will create later because it takes a bit of time, and also I'm not sure that this is the final everything that I have for the building. In case I'm just adding a few things, I don't want to redo everything uh, the lots again, you know. Frozen again. Okay. So I think we have more or less our first building in this area that we just planning to do. And I think I will leave here the streaming, because a few things that we are needing to do is not really useful for the streaming, so it's a bit boring. And I don't want to start again with a new building for maybe half an hour or even less. So maybe what I will do is just come in this afternoon again, maybe, or maybe not, maybe I will be already, and start maybe doing the granary or maybe the house, so we can just start a new building. Or in the meantime that I'm not paying on the camera, I can just finish, for example, the roof and redoing the UVs and things like that. So it could be fine for this time, or for example continuing this fence that I said many times but I'm not doing. And we can just put something nice like trees, grass and things like that later in the camera. Also, when you have more buildings, we have more space and it's clear the place that we are using. So there is something that is almost done here, and I will start with a new building maybe today, this afternoon, or maybe tomorrow, or maybe already on Monday. So yeah, I'm leaving here the streaming for people here in the chat. R3D Santar, thank you for coming. Gracias por venir. Nos vemos. Thanking Dev. Good luck with your cover letters, interviews, and everything like that. Just keep me in the loop. If you have any news, I would like to know about this. And for the rest of the people coming, thank you for coming. Hope you enjoyed this time together here, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.